I don't know. You gotta try new things. You have to. It's just life. Okay, my last video for the night. I've already made 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. This is my 5th video for tonight. I wanted to get everything done while I had the chance. So, what I did, and this was kind of how this started a little bit. It started with the tiger eye warmer. I got that one. I did an unboxing. I haven't posted anything yet. I didn't want to post a channel with one video. It's kind of lame. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to, YouTube is great. YouTube is great for a lot of things. It's great for unboxing. It's great for the kind of stuff that I'm doing here with showing you products and getting sizes and measurements and all of that. But what I wanted was to kind of get a handle on the actual smells of the wax. Scentsy has a lot of products, but their main focus seems to be the wax and the warmers, which is fine. It's a very versatile product. You can put it anywhere. I work in the post office. I put one in my post office. It's a little teeny tiny little tiny guy of an office, but people love it. I get so many compliments on both the warmer and the smells that I put in there. You really can't go wrong with this stuff. But what I noticed was, while it's great for the warmers and the products and stuff like that, there aren't a lot of videos that kind of review the smells themselves and the waxes. And so what I did was I ordered a second set of the spring summer testers, because what I wanted was all of their new releases here. I kind of gotta make sure we're in all of these new releases in the spring summer catalog. I didn't do the spring summer line because those are scents that have been around. I only did the new releases, but I actually warmed up each one in my office because that's where I use it the most. And I wrote down a few comments on what they smelled like, because I remember when I was new to the Scentsy thing, when I bought my first warmer, I went online and I looked at the wax and I went, my God, $5 for a bar. I can go to Walmart and buy it for $2. Is it worth it? I think it is. And not just because I'm a consultant. There's such a range of smells and a kind of a depth to the smell, and the smells last. I use one piece, one chunk of a bar in my warmer, and I usually change it twice a week. They last 3 or 4 days, and they probably would still last even longer. I go till I can't smell them anymore. Other people still can, but I can't because I'm there with it. But it lasts a really long time. It does. And like I said, I wanted to try all of the new scents and kind of post a review video on what I thought of all of them once they were warmed, because sometimes they smell a little bit different once they're warmed, and just kind of give people an idea on, you know, what they might like and what they might not. Because a lot of what I found was I liked things that I wouldn't have picked out based on the name. The names are cute and they're creative and they're inventive, but you really need to look at the description of what these scents are, because the names don't do it. And like I said, I found myself liking a lot of things that I was surprised that I liked, because based on the name, I would never have picked it. So we're just going to go right down the line, right in the order of the catalog. It's all in alphabetical order. I'll try to be quick because I tend to be long-winded, if you haven't noticed. So the first one is Adored. It says fun, flirtatious, cherry, black plum, and a warm whiff of sandalwood. Spin a succulent springtime yarn. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, because I do a lot with yarn, and it's not succulent or springtime, and it certainly doesn't smell. But Adored. This was the first one that I tried of the new line, and I like the idea of the plum. I tend not to like things that have cherry scent. To me, it just smells like cough syrup. I've had black cherry candles from Yankee Candle. I've smelled other things, other cherry scented candles. I just don't like cherry as an artificial scent. I don't. It's just, I don't know. But this one was kind of a darker scent that I thought, you know, a little bit more on the, like the, I don't know. Some of them are light and fun and clean and fresh. This one was kind of a dark, if I had to put a label on it. You get a little bit of the sandalwood. I wrote that it was more like sandalwood with hints of the plum and cherry. That's what I got when I first warmed it up. But as I smell it, I definitely smell the plum. Not so much the cherry. I didn't care for it terribly much, but it's definitely not a bad smell. And if you like cherry scented things, you'll probably like this. All right, next one is Amazon Rain. This one is a green one. That other one was kind of a, my mother's not here to tell me what color it is. I can't just say red because it's not red. It's mauve or it's that's not red, or it's burgundy or maroon. So she's weird like that. Anyway, I'm totally getting off topic. I do that a lot. Amazon Rain. I was looking forward to this one. The description says, set off on a rainforest romp, swirling with sweet notes of melon, orange zest, coconut milk, and sultry night blooming jasmine. I actually thought there was more fruity smells to it. I wrote that it was sweet at first, but afterwards I did pick up the floral notes, which is the jasmine, as well as the fruity notes. A little on the mild side, but overall it was nicely balanced. I liked this one, and I ordered it for my sister. She likes to say, here, I have half of a 6-pack, pick 3 out for me. And she mentioned that she wanted to try that one, but was a little hesitant, and I hope she likes it, because I did. It was a nice scent. It was sweet and fruity, but not overly so. Another one I was really looking forward to was Blackberry Meringue. I'm not. We'll get better. Blackberry Meringue is kind of a light lavender-ish. Like I said, my mom's not here to tell me what color it is. Blackberry, sugared fig, black plum. This looks weird that I'm doing this. Black plum and a pinch of ground spice mingled deliciously in this to die for sensory dessert. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm a baker. And so when I think meringue, I think light and fluffy with a little hint of sweetness. This was not that. It wasn't bad. It's sweeter than I would have expected. I wrote down, I expected a light, delicate scent because that's what meringue is. I didn't like it at first, but it did grow on me. Predominantly fig, I think, accented with berry. I did get comments that customers, when I had this one in, they liked it. And I think if I were to give it another chance, I mean, it's something I would buy. It just surprised me a little bit based on the name. I had a lot of that experience. It was nice. I liked it. All right, braeburn. I actually bought this as a Scentsy bar before I did this. Nice bright pink color. It's really pretty, which is irrelevant because who's going to look at the wax? It's supposed to be fresh apple and a luscious assortment of tropical fruit. Enjoy a sprightly pop of whipped sugar and creamy vanilla. I don't really get the apple. I really don't. I don't at all. Some people might. I just don't. I was actually worried when I first put this in because it was overpoweringly sweet. I thought that it was too strong, and I kept asking my customers when they came in, do you like this? Do you think it's too strong? And they told me no. I don't know if anybody would actually tell me that they didn't like it every once in a while, but for the most part, people don't want to tell you they don't like things. And it's fine. You know, I understand it's a public place, so if people don't like it, I really want them to tell me so. But I don't dislike it. I definitely do like it as a smell. It's just, it's not what I expected. It's not. I expected more of an apple, predominantly apple scent, and really what I get is just sweetness. I like it. I use it. It's just not what I expected. Next one is Brazilian grapes. Okay, this nice deep purple kind of color. It's kind of hard to get a handle on the color. But sometimes if you know what color it is, it's easier to find the bars themselves. Bergamot zest, grapevine, and sugared lemon weave a softly sweet fragrance deepened by a hint of aged oak. I don't know what grapevine smell like. I don't know what bergamot is, but I like this one. This to me is a sexy smell. Some are dark, some are light, some are fresh, some are clean. This one was sexy. I thought so. What did I write down? I wrote, I can't tell if I like this or not. It's not something I'd consider fruity. And then I wrote, I do like it. It's sexy. Hard to describe what it smells like. Lightly perfumed. And I guess that's where I get the sexy from, because it does have sort of a perfumey hint to it. It wasn't very strong. I don't know what it smells like, but I do like it. I liked it. It was one of the ones that I picked out when I first went through and smelled all of my testers when I first got them. Next is Cactus Flower Lime. This one, I will tell you, surprised me. Green, obviously lime, and cactuses are green. Zen beckons like a siren song from this crisp, meditative blend of lime mist, water locust, green tea, and delicate aloe leaf. I don't know that I ever got green tea out of it. I love green tea. Not much, really. I don't get it. But I did really like this one. I have it starred. I put a little asterisk on there because I need to order a bar of this. I wrote, not something that would normally catch my attention, but it surprised me. Perfectly balanced between floral and citrus. The smell was very fresh, light, and refreshing. I liked it a lot. I was surprised because just based on the name, not something I would ever pick out. Next is Citrus Pop. Pop, this poppingly orangish color. That's sweet. Bright but not overly sweet. This radiant blend of bergamot, sparkling mandarin, and orange blossom was crafted especially for those who love a pure citrus scent. Kind of no, because if it's a pure citrus scent, you're not putting other stuff in there. To me, that's what pure means. And there's obviously other things mixed in. I wouldn't consider it a pure citrus smell, but it's nice. I wrote down, thought it was sweet at first, and when I smell it, I do predominantly get sweetness and then citrus. Oops, that popped up on my page. I have no idea. Thought it was sweet at first, then citrusy. Reminded me of orange flavoring, like lollipop or a creamsicle. Yeah, that's a nice way. It's creamsicle-y, I think. I'm not a big citrus person. Clothesline is next. Pretty light blue scent, like powdery blue. Crisp greens, orange flower, creamy violet, and even a hint of white wicker basket will let you savor the scent of just washed laundry, dried naturally in the fresh air anytime you please. Well, in the summertime, I dry my clothes outside, and they don't ever smell like this. It's a nice idea, though. When I think about it, I get the greens with a hint of floral, nice neutral scent for like a bathroom, but not anything that I would really like. It's not my thing. When I want smells, to me, if I want my house to smell like this, I'll do my laundry. But if you like that smell in your house, like my sister likes this smell like for her bathroom, so it smells like clean clothes in the bathroom. It is a nice one for that. Not my thing personally, but it's like I said, if you like that kind of thing, do it. Cotton Candy Cookie is next. And another light purpley one. Wow, it's on really tight. Lavender colored. It's a trip to the county fair. Little hands clutching cotton candy and cookies while gooey treats topped with sugared raspberries beg to be tasted. I think this one kind of surprised me too because with that description, I expect sticky, sickeningly sweet. Because what does cotton candy smell like? It's just sugar. What can it smell like? You know, I mean, I know they flavor it, but, and then cookies and I think like marshmallowy, gooey, I don't know, but I wrote down, I expected sticky sweet, but this was really not. And I was happy with that raspberry at first. Then it mellowed out to, I was happy with that. I smelled raspberry at first, and then it mellowed out to cookie. See, now that I know that it's there, I get it, but I don't. I wrote it, so it must have happened. Next one was Give Me Passion Flower. Again, another one that just based on the name, blue, just based on the name, I wouldn't have gone for. Because I would think Give Me Passion Flower is going to smell like flowers. Silly me. But if you read the description, it says, a luscious luau of dewy passion fruit, fresh cut mango spears, and wild hibiscus will conjure an evening at an exotic island soiree. I wrote, love in big capital letters. I said, my favorite new scent so far, tropical, not overly sweet, slightly citrusy with a hint of floral, lovely and well balanced. It may or may not have had something to do with the fact that we had just gotten back from a trip to the Bahamas. We took a cruise down there, and I was enjoying I can't really say nostalgia, but I was enjoying what the tropical scent did for me. I do still really like it. I really liked that one. And like I said, just based on the name, it's not something I would have picked. So when you're going through these, guys, you really need to, and I know it's a pain in the butt on the website, but get a catalog. Get a catalog, read the descriptions, because it tells you, okay, everything that's in there, and you're going to find things that you wouldn't expect to have found otherwise. I sure did. And this was only the news. This was only 20 cents. There's probably 60 more in here that I haven't tried. Anyway, next, Go Wild Flowers. Another one based on the name that I wouldn't pick because I would have expected to smell like flowers. This Innocent arrangement of wildflowers, sweet honeysuckle, and ripe juicy berries will whisk you away till the end of a rainbow. So floral, yes, but berry. I wasn't expecting that. I liked this one. This was another one that I really liked. I starred that one right along with Give Me Passion Flower and Cactus Flower Lime. It's one of the ones that I put a star next to. I was surprised by this one. I expected a big floral smell, but the berries make it sweet, but not overly so, and delicate. Based on the name, not anything I would have picked out, but I loved it. I did. I was surprised. Next is Mountain Sky, kind of a dark grayish, greenish, I don't really know what that color is. Take a meadow stroll amidst fresh air, redolent with a dash of citrus, while whitewoods and amber lend warm, exquisite undertones. Now, if you watched my indigo video, amber, it's amber. Not the name, not the person, but the smell. There's just something about amber that makes me think of men's cologne, and I generally don't dig it or anything with it in there. I was surprised because there was a couple of the indigo bars that had amber in there that I actually did like, but this one I wrote smells like men's cologne because to me that's what amber does. It's the amber I don't care for, not overpowering, very light, just not my thing. I did get the citrus when I paid attention to it. So if you like kind of the darker, because I know amber is associated with like a more sensual kind of thing, if you like that, then you'll like this because it wasn't an overpowering smell by any means. It's just not something for me personally that I like. Piedmont. Piedmont is next. Apparently I have trouble with these lids. They're on really tight. Piedmont. Nice, pretty purpley color. Based on this description, when I went through and I smelled all my testers when I first got my kit, this was one that I picked out. My sister said she didn't like it, but I did. Inspired by the gooseberries native to the Italian Alps, this tart fragrance is sweetened by crisp green apple, ripe guava, and an exotic touch of coconut milk. That sounds awesome to me. And I did this one, like this one. That's what I wrote. I said I like this one quite a bit. Nice and fruity with apple and guava, sweet but delicate. I don't know that I would have been able to pick those things out. Of course, now that I think about it, there is the whatever they use for their apple scent, that's what I'm getting. I can recognize it now from the braeburn. I just think that what they use for apple is not as apple-y as I would like. I think of like Bath & Body Works country apple, like bam, apple. They don't. But I did like this one. I liked this one a lot. Next is Raspberry Bush Red. This is another one that I probably wouldn't, because, you know, just raspberry, it's raspberry. I'm not going to go there. Luscious raspberry jam and black plum are quietly cooled by a sprig of wild mint in a fragrance that beckons the dreamer in us all. I did like this one. The mint is very, very subtle. It's not like menthol-y mint. It's more like natural greens mint. I wrote another delicate scent. Almost wish the mint was a little stronger. Hard to tell, not very strong. I wrote that it wasn't very strong, but what I found out, because what I was doing is I was warming these up long enough to get a handle on the scent, and then I was pouring them into molds. So I'm going to give them away as samples. And when I poured this one in, I barely had enough to cover the bottom of the sample. So I didn't really have enough of a sample to really be able to get a handle on this, but I think it's nice. I like the plum in there. I can smell the plum as I'm smelling it now. The mint is not very strong, but it does add a nice touch. Seashore is next, kind of a lightish, whitish, yellowy. A breath of ocean air dappled with salted grapefruit and sweetened just so by hints of pink ginger, lemon zest, and vanilla bean. Another one that, based on the name, I wouldn't have picked, but I liked it. When you smell it, I don't get the grapefruit, but when I warmed it up, I did. And I liked that about it. I wrote fresh, clean scent. You do get that ocean air feel, and you do. I smell it now. And a hint of grapefruit brightens it. Fresh, clean, kind of basic. Almost like if you were to warm it in your house, I think people would walk in and only barely notice it, which sometimes is what you want. It's subtle. That's what I'm looking for. Subtle. Next, Southern Evening. Very similar in color to Mountain Sky. Dark blue. Ooh. Like a trace of perfume lingering sweetly in her wake, this romantic twirl of French lavender, geranium, subtle fruits, and white musk will prove an enchanting escape. And I don't, just like the amber, I don't usually care for the perfumey smells either, but I kind of liked this one. And that's what I wrote. I tend not to like perfumey smells, but this one wasn't too bad. A little sweet, a little musky, nicely balanced and blended. I would consider this. And I would. Just smelling it now, I like it. Who knows? Stay a While is next. Nice pretty blue color. And like I said, just if you know what color it is, sometimes it's easy to find. If you can't remember necessarily what the name was, you go, oh, it was a blue one. Which one was it? But Sail a Tranquil Sea, redolent with quiet. Atlantic Seaberry, Water Hyacinth, Red Cassis, and Fresh Exquisite Teakwood. I don't know what most of that stuff is, but this smells nice. I tagged it. I started. Haha! Sweet like berries, but not strong. Very homey. Love this one. Clean, slightly floral aspect, but not that I recognized without looking. Like once I read the description, I went, oh yeah, it's there. My computer may or may not die. I'm going to move it along here. Summer Holiday, green one. I started this one too. I was looking forward to this one. Steal away to Sunny Isle, bursting with lush plumeria, tiger lily, and sweet orange softened by vanilla and radiant amber. I wrote, very lovely, light, sweet, fruity, distinguished by just enough vanilla and a hint of floral. This one was nice. I need to get one of these. My sister actually has already ordered a second bar of this because she liked it so much. Sweet Cucumber. I was very excited for this one. This was another one that I picked out right in the beginning. It's spring at its most picturesque. Apple blossoms, green melon, and sugared citrus mingle with a splash of cucumber water for a calming finish. This, I will tell you, smells like the Bath & Body Works Cucumber Melon without the melon. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's nice. And that's exactly what I wrote. That's exactly, word for word, what I wrote. Last one, You're My Buttercup. Nice bright yellow. Another one that I would think is a floral scent because buttercups are flowers. Sweet apple, juicy pear, and yellow buttercup swirl as softly as a summer day while a wisp of white musk quietly charms in the background. I liked it. I said another one that surprised me, sweet and fruity with a hint of floral. Another one that I wouldn't have picked out necessarily without reading it. We're going to travel a little bit because I don't want my computer to die. Cord's plugged in over here. Please excuse any mess you see in the background while I wrap this up. Plug her in here. Okay, I am no longer going to die. Woo, sunshine. This is all bad. Doesn't really matter what I do. Ah! How about over here? There we go. Okay, so just to wrap things up, like I said, if you want to know about the new scents without watching the whole video, because I've apparently been doing this for 23 minutes, just shoot me an email, leave a comment. I'll try my best to respond as quickly as I can. As always, my information is going to be down below, down yonder. Just scroll down a little bit and you'll see it there. I'll leave the link to my website as well as my email address. And as always, if you have any comments on these, if you tried them and liked them or don't like them, don't liked them. Yup. If you tried any of these and you either liked them or didn't, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know. I'm interested to see what other people think about this. And as always, if you have anything that you want me to try or show or unbox or review, please let me know and I will do my best to get on that as soon as I can. So, my video is laggy. Oh well, I'm sorry. Deal with it. We're done. I don't know. Have a nice night. Go get your scent on.